What's up, guys? Diego Sultan here with Lister's Notes. Today I wanted to talk about my most anticipated albums for 2017. Now, one, I know this video is late, it is what it is, I just wanted to do it. I wanted to make the video, let me make the video. Really with this, I just wanted to touch on a lot of artists that might not even have confirmed albums. These are not all confirmed albums. Some of them are confirmed, some of them are not. Some of them are just artists that I'd like to hear a record from because I want to hear a record from them. Obviously, I'm sure I missed some because I just couldn't think of it at the time. Also, you won't see like Kendrick Lamar on here. Obviously, I'd love to hear a Kendrick record. Everyone wants to hear a Kendrick record, if that makes any sense. So some of these might not be like that. But with all of that being said, let's get into it. Let's try to go through them real quick. And yeah, so we're going to start it off with the new Thundercat record, which is going to be called Drunk. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't know if that's released yet, but I'm excited. The singles he's dropped are great. Really anything from brainfeeder would be great. I want to hear that new Iglooghost album because his EPs have been so awesome. And then you'd think Flying Lotus has something in the works, especially with all of the movie being done. He made a movie, by the way, it looks cool. I might see it. I don't know if it's going to be great, but I'm just excited to see it because I know he's an eccentric kind of guy. So that's going to be fun. But you'd think, like, now that that's done, he has time to maybe do a solo Flying Lotus project or do a Captain Murphy album. We'll see what happens, but either of which would be great. Kamasi Washington, I'd like to hear an album from him. I don't know if he has the time yet. Like, The Epic was such an epic and massive album. I couldn't see him making it in 2 years. I feel like he needs a long time to follow that up, but we'll see. I'd also like to see Anderson .Paak's band, the Free Nationals, has announced they have a new album coming. You guys know I like Anderson .Paak. I assume I'd like this album. It sounded a bit like Malibu, maybe a bit more soulful in the instrumentals, a bit less of that R&B and drum machine type stuff, which is great. Also, the Freddie Gibbs and Madlib album, Bandana. Now that Freddie Gibbs is out of prison or jail or all of that allegation stuff is behind him, I want to hear this Freddie Gibbs album. Freddie Gibbs, one of my favorite rappers. Madlib, one of my favorite producers. I need this album. I need it. I really do. Also, the band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I reviewed their last album, Nonagon Infinity. Made my best album list. I like it a lot. The singles for their new album, I think it's going to be called Flying Microtonal Banana, I think. Or Microtonal Banana. I don't really remember, but point being, I'm excited for it. The singles have been really good. They're playing with microtones, and that's kind of just in itself, them really trying to experiment with sound is always a good thing. I mean, that was one of the selling points of Nonagon Infinity, was that it had this weird concept where it was a constant loop. And they said they're making 5 albums this year, so I'm excited for all of them. And if they can put this much effort into a concept that separates them, they might actually be able to make 5 great albums, and that would be incredible. I'd love to hear the new Xiu Xiu album. It's going to be coming out the same day as the King Gizzard album. It's going to be the 24th. Hype for that. I reviewed Jenny Go. Check that review out. I liked Young Thug's last album, Jeffrey. I want to hear another Young Thug album, and I want to hear him go crazier. Will he? I doubt it, but I'm hoping he will. Maybe I can put a trap album on my favorite list this time instead of being disappointed like in 2016. We'll see. And also FKA Twigs. I need a new FKA Twigs album in my life. I was tweeting about that because I need it. I really need it. She is just fabulous. The music she's done is excellent. I love listening to FKA Twigs. And so, Ghost, the Swedish satanic metal band, I would love to hear another album from them. It's been a couple years, I think. Their album came out, Meliora came out in 2015. I believe they usually do a 2-year album cycle like normal bands, but if that is the case, then I would love to hear a record. I really want to hear one. Meliora was my favorite album of 2015, and I want to hear more. I've seen them live. I think they're a great band. They're a lot of fun to watch. They're a lot of fun to listen to. We'll see if they can top Meliora. Also, I've read that Charli XCX has a new album coming out. I'm concerned about it. I don't think it'll be great, but if she has more of that Sophie production on it, I'll at least like those songs, probably, hopefully. Some Sophie production. Hopefully, the more poppy tunes still have a good character to them. They're not too trashy, too plain. We'll see what happens. I want to hear a new Underachievers album. All I heard was the new album from AK, which was kind of meh, and then it happened in Flatbush, which was a good album. I'm pretty sure it almost made my list, or if it did, it was a straggler. But yeah, I want to hear some new Underachievers. Evermore, The Art of Duality is an excellent album, and I'd love to see them follow that up. So I hope to see more of that soon. I think it should be coming. At least something from more solo work, or maybe new singles should be on the way soon, and I'm hyped for that. I'd also like to hear something from YG. I've heard that he's getting back together with Mustard. I think I saw it on Twitter. And as much as I loved the G-Funk sound, and I'm going to miss the G-Funk sound a lot, I don't know if him and Mustard will top it. Still, I feel like YG really improved with his overall rapping ability. His technical skills got better, his breath control, his flow, his rhymes, his lyrics, his storytelling all got slightly better on this album. So if he continues to progress there, I will forget that I miss those great G-Funk beats. And at the same time, Mustard can make a good beat. I'm not saying that he can't. I just, hearing G-Funk done in a way that sounded so organic and sounded so, like, true to the period. It wasn't like it was trying to be nostalgic. It was trying to be an actual G-Funk album, and I love it for that. Still Brazy is still a great album. I recommend it, and I want to hear more from YG. So yeah, I have seen, I think Father John Misty dropped a single. Would like to see a new album from him. That'd be exciting. Panopticon has not had an album in a little bit. I'd like to hear a Panopticon album. Will there be one? I don't know. Don't really like pay attention to him social media wise. I don't even know if he has any social media besides his Bandcamp, but regardless, I'd love to hear an album from him. Alice Glass, the former lead singer of Crystal Castle's Alice Glass. I'd love to hear a new album from her. I've heard it's coming out this year. If that's true, that's pretty exciting. See what she does. Also, I'd like a Quasimoto album. I'd like a madlib album. I'd like anything where madlib is involved. That would make me very happy. Just that in itself. I'd also like to hear another Sects album this year. Is it a rush? Yes. Should they drop an album this year? Probably not. That's just how anticipated I am for these guys. I want to see them grow and get better. Their first album was so great, and I'd love to see more from them. But if they're watching, and they're probably not, I doubt they are, but that does not mean to rush out an album. Please, guys, take your time, because I do want to hear a great album. I really do, and I do think you'll come out with one when it eventually does come. I'd also like to hear something new from Chelsea Wolfe. She's a, I guess best way to describe her as a goth rocker, I guess. And her music is just, it's really dark, it's really brooding, it's really soul-crushing in a way, and I think I want more of that, even if it does sound painful. I want to hear a Destroyer album. I want to see what Dan Behar has next. He's dropped 2 great albums recently. He has a history of making good music. I mean, I just want to see what Dan Behar has for us, and I know he can make something poetic and beautiful. And I'd also like an Alabama Shakes album. Sound and Color, great album. The band overall is great. I think it was my grandmother. She told me to check out Sound and Color when I started doing this and review it, even though it was old. And I was like, oh, I'll do it. I didn't end up reviewing it, and it took me a while to grow on the album, but I ended up really liking it. It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of a lot of fun for what it is. Really puts a lot of character into Southern rock, and just everything about it is full of character, which is great. And finally, A$AP Rocky. I want an A$AP Rocky album. I want an A$AP album in general that isn't an absolute disappointment. Because to be fair, A$AP first album was okay. The Cozy tapes were okay. I kind of expect more than okay out of them, but I just want to see a great A$AP album. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's really it. Diego Sultan with listeners notes. Like I said in my last video, there's more stuff coming soon. Listeners notes, Diego Sultan. If you want more of this, hit the subscribe button, hit like. That's how you get more of this. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to review some more music for you again real soon.